Um, it's been 1 year now. It's been 1 year, almost to be precise. The last time I posted a video on YouTube was January 24 or 21, 2024. So actually, two. How did I forget we're in 2026? Oh my god, it's been 2 years now. I was thinking like it felt so far away, but January 21, 2024 to now. Anyways, it's been a while. And I've missed being on here. But first, let's do our proper intro. Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bolutife, but of course you can call me Tife. For those that do not know me, like I said before, my name is Tife. Um, I live in Finland. I've been living here for 9 years now. I'm originally from Nigeria. So I used to create YouTube videos and I stopped for a little bit. So where have I been? Um, hmm, I've been all over the place, but a lot of things has happened since that 2 years time. Um, More specifically, and I think everyone knows this because I intentionally posted it on my Instagram just so that I'm not here shocking you all in the first instance. So in those 2 years, I've been married. Glory to Jesus. And I've lived in the US. I've changed houses quite obviously, and just so many things in between those. So why did I actually stop creating content? I didn't plan to not create content for 2 years, but I guess God had better plans. Let's just say it like that. So I'm a Christian, if you don't know already. So I'm not just in a sense, religious Christian, but I do, by the power of God, live my life according to how God will have me live my life. So initially, um, I started to feel like I wanted to pivot my content from study in Finland to something else, but I wasn't quite sure to what exactly I wanted to pivot to. I did try talking about career here and there, but I feel like that wasn't something that really touched my heart and I was passionate about. And that's one thing about me when I create content. I'm passionate about the topic that I talk about, and that's always a good sign for me. So I didn't want to pivot to a topic that I'm not passionate about. You will tell at the first instance. That's not something that I want to be in front of the camera. I want to be talking to you about. So I started to pray about it, just asking God, like, what should I talk about? Like just like a topic to talk about, or rather, what should I start to kind of pivot my YouTube channel to? But I didn't get any answer, and I'm like, okay, that's a bit painful. So at that point, I started to know that God will have me wait. And before then, I already was off socials. I was off Instagram. I never really used to use Twitter or TikTok. I was off Snapchat. I was just off social media, and that was something that God instructed me to do, that I shouldn't be on any social media. And quite frankly, those things were affecting my life and my mind and my brain and those kind of things. So I was already off socials, and now I have to wait to kind of like before posting videos on my YouTube. It has been an amazing process. I should say I've learned so much, and I've kind of like just waited on God. After a while, I started to feel like, okay, just maybe I wouldn't get back to my YouTube. Just maybe God would not have me get back to my YouTube. But I got a few signs that I knew that God would actually have me get back to my YouTube and on social media. So I have a friend. She was living in Finland. Now she lives in Spain. She at a point deleted her Instagram account. So I'm thinking, okay, God will not have me be on Instagram anyways. I might as well just delete my Instagram account. So I go like, hey, let me delete my Instagram account. Then immediately I get this nudge in my heart to not delete it. So I knew that I was gonna get back at some point. Another sign was that this day I was kind of like down, thinking that I'm just gonna, never go back to YouTube. And then I see somebody at the center. I've known her before, and she was actually out telling, preaching the gospel, telling about Christ. So I'm like, hey, just saying hi, that Christian sister, hi and hello, which is nice and genuine. And then she looks at me as I'm about to leave. She looks at me and says, "Tife, don't stop posting on YouTube." And I'm like, "Excuse you?" So that was kind of like another sign that helped me to know that God will actually have me continue, but I just didn't know when. Fast forward to 2 3 months ago, I actually saw that there was a need for a light because, of course, I used to have my YouTube GS. Um, so someone needed this light. I'm thinking like I might as well just give them my light since I didn't know when next I'm gonna use it. So I give out this light, and then tell me why 2 days after, or at least very close, I don't remember exactly now. Afterwards, I get the go ahead to do my YouTube channel or to continue my YouTube channel. I'm like, oh my God, you're just great. But it was so funny to me. Like when I actually gave up my jet, then I had to come back to YouTube. And then, of course, God provided and I started getting things back. So that's kind of like why I haven't posted. For those amazing, amazing people that have seen me on the street of Helsinki or even in my DMs, like just checking on me, I want to tell you that I do love you all. Usually when I meet people on the street of Helsinki or anywhere I do meet them, and also on my Instagram, and they ask why I've not been back. My answer has always been I actually want to pivot to a different topic, and that is true. So here I am pivoting to a different topic that I'm actually so passionate and excited for. So what am I going to be talking next? Talking about on my YouTube channel. So I am kind of going to do 2 streams of videos. I definitely would continue my vlogs and just my daily life in Finland, not so much studying in Finland. And the reason for that is because I'm no longer a student. I haven't been a student for about 2 years now. And I'm no longer in touch with that information. And a lot of things have changed, and I do not want to give the wrong information. Neither do I want to spend much time kind of like just trying to take in that information to make sure that I'm giving you the right information. So that's why I wouldn't do so much of student and study life in Finland. However, I will continue like life in Finland, cost of living, my vlog, just kind of like showing my life here in Finland. And the main thing that would most likely be sit down videos would be just life. I know that's funny. What I mean is that I'm gonna talk about life, gonna talk about God, gonna talk about being or an adult in this day and age. Just like the things that people talk about on YouTube. I'm gonna talk about life as a Christian, kind of just trying to be authentic and honest, and talking about things that most people wouldn't talk about. However, things that we are all going through together. I think it's so helpful for us to talk about these things that maybe we don't want to talk about. So just in that kind of area, in the light of being um, authentic and honest, I would do a next video talking about getting to know me. In my last YouTube live, let's call it my last YouTube live, I have mostly focused on the information. And I'm sure most of you got to know me, but mostly maybe when I talk about myself here and there, and I'd not properly kind of introduced myself to you. So that's something I would do in my next YouTube video, kind of just letting you know who is actually talking to you. But in the meantime, thank you so much for catching up with me, for being on here and kind of just watching to this time. If you're here, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe. It actually do helps more than you think. And make sure you share, tell people that Tifa is back on YouTube. And even if you don't know me before, like, come on, we have a lot of things that we will talk about as time goes on. And yeah, I'm also getting on TikTok. Listen, please support your girl. I've never been on TikTok, but I feel like I wanna like kind of put content on there as well to like bring everyone together, not just Instagram people, not just YouTube people, but also people from TikTok. So please support me. If you have any tips for TikTok, drop it in the comment section, and see you in my next video. Bye.